Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Ultimate Team League match recap. It's been really exciting in the group lately. With the introduction of Brad, and obviously we are aware that a spot came up in the Premier League, which guys in Division One had a chance to fight for. And there's a mini tournament going on to determine who would get that spot, and I'll be reviewing the final of that tournament today between Brad and Anthony. But it's been really exciting, a lot of activity in the group, friendlies, tournament. There's a buzz, ahead of the new season, and that's fantastic. Let's keep that up. Let's keep it going. At the end of the day, it's all about having fun, sharing a passion that we all love, which is FIFA. So let's keep it going, guys. It's been fantastic. So let me get into this video proper. So in this final, like I said, we're going to be reviewing the game between Anthony, the young boss. He's a regular on this platform, one of the co-founders of this group with myself, actually, um, and top player as well. A seasoned veteran on FIFA. He knows FIFA. Like, he's not a small boy when it comes to FIFA. He knows what he's doing. So Anthony, the young boss, taking on the new kid on the block, or the new guy on the block, the latest guy that's been causing waves. It's been lighting up the group. It's been wrecking havoc. And I've got a name for him. I'm gonna call him the American Assassin. Yes, Brad, the American Assassin, because he's been assassinating everybody that stood in his way so far. And it's very exciting having Brad on board in the group. It's been great, and it promised to be a very, very good final. So let's get into it. Let's get into the game. But first of all, let me talk about how they got here. So in the first round, Brad took on Shatter, and he beat Shatter 5-1, I believe. And in the first round, Anthony played. Who did Anthony play? He played Sheik in the first round. And also, again, he had a very convincing win over Sheik, so they both progressed to the next round. The next round, Brad faced Pete. Again, it was a great game. Pete played a fantastic game. He played really well. But Brad came out on top again in that game, and he booked his place in the final. Anthony was supposed to play the winner between Blue and Colin, but that game never happened within the time that was given, so it was forfeited. As such, Anthony advanced to the final to meet Brad. So here we are. Now, going into this game, having seen Brad play, we've seen him play friendlies against Kwaku, who won the league last season, and he's also played friendlies against Alex, who was runner-up last season, and he put in very, very impressive performances against those two guys. So on the basis of that, you would expect Brad to go on and win this game. I would consider him to be the favorite for this game. But FIFA is unpredictable. Anything can happen. So let me talk about the teams. This is Brad's team on the screen right now, the face-up screen. So we see that he's starting with the 4-4-2 with Marco Reus. Team of the season, Marco Reus. Team of the season, Ronaldo up top. On the wings, he's got Leroy Sané, team of the season. Iago Aspas, team of the season. In the middle of the park, he has 93 Goretzka, which is team of the season. And he's got Arturo Vidal, which I believe is the special Arturo Vidal. I can't remember what the name for it is, but it's the special one that's the SBC that's going on right now. Then on the left back, he has Ashley Young, team of the season. Right back, Sergio Roberto, not team of the season. This is a stacked team. And two centre backs, Icon Rio Ferdinand, I believe that's the prime version, and Icon Desai, which I also believe is the prime version. Very, very solid team. Very, very solid. Brad taking this very seriously and bringing out his best team. Let's take a look at Anthony's team. Let me just bring that into focus a little bit more. So we see Anthony opting for the 4-3-2-1 formation. with Leroy Sané at left forward, lone version, 91, Shevchenko icon, Mbappe right forward. Uh, Anthony's a big fan of Mbappe and Antoine Griezmann. I'm surprised Griezmann isn't on this team sheet because I know Anthony really likes that card. Middle of the park, we have Wayne Rooney, Kante, Paul Pogba, and backline we have on left back Danny Rose, Festival of Football David Luiz, very great card, very overpowered card in Eric Bailly, and I believe that's icon Carlos Puyol and icon David De Gea in goal. So this is again a very overpowered, maybe not as stacked as Brad's, but very overpowered team. Let's get into the action. So to my surprise, I mean the first few minutes of the game, both guys are feeling each other out, trying to work out each other's play styles, trying to work out where they can see gaps and potentially, exploit. Again, Brad coming into this game as a heavy favorite, so it was a big shock when this happened. So this Brad's in the American kit, white and light blue. Anthony in the dark blue kit of France, I believe, and Anthony. Oh no, actually, I think that's the PSG. No, it's the England kit, the dark blue kit. And Anthony takes the lead. Now, let me talk about what happened here. So, Leroy Sané, patient way up there for Danny Rose to overlap. Danny Rose plays the ball into the box. Sané intercepts, but then Mbappe steals it off Sané and buries it. I think Brad is still sleeping at this stage. That's a very uncharacteristic error from him. Um, so yeah, Anthony takes the lead, and you would have thought that would have woken up Brad a little bit, but it looks like he took him a while to get into this game because not long after that, Anthony found a way again. Kante there with the ball playing a 1-2 with Pogba, finds himself with a little bit of space and finesses it into the top corner. You know you don't give up spaces in that area because you get punished in this game. And he's giving him the calm down celebration. Hoo. Getting cheeky with it. Getting cheeky with the 2-0 lead. Anthony, the young boss, throwing his weight around so far in the game. And I'm starting to wonder, have have we found a weakness in Brad's game? Have we finally found somebody that's going to put a stop to the train wreck, to him demolishing everything that's been standing in his way? It was promising to be exciting. A 2-0 lead, a 2-0 early lead for Anthony. This is a good test of character for Brad. How will he respond? Will he be able to get back into the game? And not long after that, Brad showing that he's someone that can play even when the chips are down. He would pull one back, and I believe this is the opportunity coming up now with Leon Goretzka putting it away. Let me just take it back slightly so we can see the build up to that goal again. It's a great goal. So it comes in from a throw in. Iago Aspas throwing it in to Sergio Roberto. Finding Ronaldo. Ronaldo with a bit of trickery to beat David Luiz. Lays it off to Goretzka, and that's a fantastic finish by Leroy Goretzka. We have a game on our hands, boys. And pretty much, the first half, they were kind of feeling each other out and getting to have a feel of how the other person plays. So, not much other action in the first half apart from that. Let's just take a quick look at the halftime statistics, just to see who's edging it and, how it's played out so far. Let's move forward a little bit. Have we passed it already? I think it's around here. Okay, halftime statistics, so we can see that it's been a close affair. Anthony's had the majority of the possession, 60% possession, but in terms of shots on target, Brad has had more shots. It's 5 shots to 2. Funny enough, the 2 shots that Anthony had is actually buried, so Anthony showing that he's very clinical. He's had 5 shots, 4 of them on target, but only been able to convert one so far. Uh, no, only one foul. It's been a pretty clean game so far. Um, Pass accuracy again similar, 89% to 91%. So it's been a very close game so far. But what will happen in the second half? I believe they're going to turn up the heat and take it to another level. Yeah, let's get back into it. So I mean, so far from my observation, the styles are pretty similar. They both play a very patient, passing, build-up kind of game. Not, some people play a very fast-paced game, but this looks like a very pacey. I mean, a very patient build-up, passing around, moving the ball. Waiting for the overlapping runs and things like that. Trying to exploit space, trying to create space. Very patient is what I've observed so far. And both seem to have that similar style, so maybe they're cancelling each other out a little bit. But can Brad turn it on in the second half? And top players they find a way. And in the second half, Brad just came flying out of the blocks. And yeah, let's see. He get it basically from kickoff. He doesn't allow Anthony to sniff the ball, and he's able to pull one back. Sergio Roberto to Ronaldo. Ronaldo with the 1-2 with Goretzka, and he just bangs it from that danger area near that D semicircle area. If you have a good shooter from that area and you bang it, it's going to be a goal. But it's very hard for keepers to stop that. That's one of the broken areas in this game, and Brad levels from that, and we have a real game on our hand now. Anthony, having gone 2 goals up, now finds himself level with Brad. How will he respond? Like, this is a test of character for him. How do you respond having been comfortable and in the driving seat to now find yourself level, essentially blowing a 2-goal lead? How will Anthony deal with that? Let's see what happens. But Brad actually has a chance to go into the lead, and I'm wondering how on earth this hasn't gone in. So Leroy Sané picks up the ball here, and he plays it into Goretzka. Goretzka, just trying to find a space to Ronaldo. Ronaldo back to Goretzka, to Vidal, to Goretzka. Vidal. I mean, this is just beautiful build up, finding its way to Royce, and you'd expect Royce to put that away, but it's a fantastic save from that David De Gea, and this proved to be a very key point in the game because Anthony now breaks. He counters from that missed chance from Brad, and he's going to go ahead and make a wonderful counter attack. A ball going through to Paul Pogba, and boom, back of the net. Anthony back in the game and proceeds to dab on Brad. I mean, it just goes to show how, in this game you have to take your chances, otherwise you can get literally punished. And Brad, having an opportunity to score with Royce, not taking it, gets countered and finds himself, having worked so hard to get back in the game, finds himself down again for the second time in the game. What can happen now? Can he score from this one? Again, a missed opportunity. I mean, Brad is knocking on the door, but I must say, this David De Gea card, he just seems to be stopping everything. Very, very overpowered card. But Brad is not someone that you can keep down. And with the quality he has, he was always going to find an equalizing goal. And this is how he got it. Marco Reus there, playing the ball through to Ronaldo. Ronaldo to Sane. Sane finding Iago Aspas in space. Plays a 1-2 with Goretzka again from that spot. He finesses, and it's a wonderful equalizer. In the 78th minute, Brad pulling himself back into the game. What a game this has been so far. Top quality FIFA from both guys. But ultimately, the great players always manage to find a way to find victory from the jaws of defeat. And that's what Brad did. And he goes on, not only leveling, but then finding a way to, for the first time, take the lead in this game. Ronaldo playing a 1-2 there with Goretzka. Thiago Aspas back to Goretzka. And this card has just been insane. What is that? At least I think that's the second or third goal for Goretzka in this game. Yeah, second goal. What a wonderful goal that was. I want to watch that again. That was a very, very nice goal. Young to Goretzka. I mean, just look at the passing, the movement, the patience, the build up, spotting the gaps, spotting space. I mean, Brad seems to find spaces where I can't see them. You know, like the Bible says, he makes a way where there seems to be no way. Ha! And again, another wonderful goal there from Brad. And proved to be the final nail in the coffin. You know, Brad, for most of the game, on the back foot, having to claw his way back in the game. And now, with 5 in-game minutes left, he finds himself in the lead. He takes the lead. And Anthony, having been in the lead twice, has blown it twice. And Brad basically showing why he is a top player. You know, being able to come back twice in the game to win it. The good players always find a way. Brad actually had one more chance in the game um, to make it 5, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. He squanders it. Marco Reus there playing the ball to Ronaldo. Ronaldo again holding it up for Goretzka, and it goes from Reus to Iago Aspas. Aspas really should do better. I don't know whether that's his weak foot, and that proves to be the final bit of action. Unfortunately, Anthony wasn't able to level, and the game finishes 4-3 to Brad, the American assassin, the American sniper, just wreaking havoc in the group so far and taking out everyone that has stood in his way. Great action, great game. Brad showing why he will be a force to reckon with in the Premier League. It's going to be tough, guys. If it was tough last season, it's going to be even tougher this season. But it's going to be fun at the same time. And Anthony showing his quality, and after this performance for him, I expect him to go on and win Division 1 and be in Premier League the following season. I fancy Anthony to get promotion from Division 1 to Premier League. So yeah, that brings my video to an end. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the game. It was a wonderful game, wonderful to watch, very entertaining. Thank you guys. Thanks to all the other guys who participated in the tournament. Thank you for playing all your games on time. This is how we plan to go forward in the new season. We don't really want games to be dragging. We don't want the league to drag. Please play your games on time. As you can see, we won't tolerate people not playing on time. It's not, anything personal. It's just that we have to keep things moving and we want to get things done on time. So please bear that in mind and make effort. I know we all have families, we have jobs. FIFA is just a hobby and we're trying to balance it with other commitments and responsibilities we have, but please, let's try and get things done on time. So thanks again to all the guys that participated. Congratulations to Brad for winning it all and getting his spot in the Premier League. Best of luck to everyone in the coming season. Keep playing your friendlies and getting ready for the upcoming season. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to be fun. Till next time, I'm your boy Paul, aka Even Path. Peace.